Welcome, everybody, to the Tangents Podcast. Shut up. It is I, Milk. Go ahead, Bordelon, since you're so eager to talk.
Yes.
And then we have our Gus.
Hey, yeah, our Gus here.
You should change your name to Gus, dude.
Toys are Gus.
Absolutely not.
Hey, Gus.
Man, I'm wondering where the guy who never shuts up about the podcast is. You know, it looks like he's away or online. Interesting.
What guy?
He's just never here, the old man.
You know, I just realized we're not in recording.
Yeah, we should probably go. We should probably
what? That was weird. I think we had a
There goes my
glitch in
joke out
the
the window.
Matrix. Then we had a glitch in the Matrix. What was that?
Yeah, sorry. I was saying maybe we should walk into the recording room.
I had like 16 hamsters attack me. What was that?
Yeah. He has Borderline has 4 tumors on his back, and he has hamsters eating it away at it right now.
Fucking nasty.
Spinal tumors.
Tumor.
What would a tumor do on your back, you think? Do you think it like push
It
your
would eat
spine
your
around?
nerves.
It
It would eat at your
tombs.
nerves. It would entomb.
It tombs.
Tombed out?
Yeah, tombs.
I'm gonna tell that to a bald woman. Next time I see a bald lady with a beanie on, I'm like, damn, girl, you fine as fuck. You tombed out? She's
You
like,
tombed.
Honestly, bro. Honestly, you can't even hold me, bro. The
Can't
chicks
hold
that
you.
got shaved heads, they're fucking hot. Can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah, but that's why I would say, are you tombed out? Because she may or may not have cancer.
That's.
Yeah, shaved head girls are pretty hot. They're as close to a
Yeah.
man as possible.
Oh my
Especially
God,
when they
that's
have
not my reason.
especially when they
I
have no
have-
titties and they're kind of strong. You know,
Yeah, shout out Riley Nixon.
yeah, shout out. No, she has huge tits. What are you talking about?
No, I just think Riley Nixon's hot.
Yeah, Riley Nixon is fucking hot.
Yeah,
If
she's
Riley
real
Nixon
hot.
wants to be on the podcast, she can be.
Absolutely.
But do you think she would be funny?
No.
I don't know. That's a good question.
No.
I don't know. I couldn't resist not bringing up the video we mentioned in the last episode.
Yeah, where she gets a nut on her head.
Yeah, I couldn't help but not bring that up.
Where the father and son break a cashew on top of her head. And she gets all the crumbs all over her scalp.
Break a cashew.
She's like, "What the fuck? You guys got crumbs in my hair." They're like, "What hair?" And then what hair? And they start slapping her around, slapping your bald
Oh
head.
my God.
What is it about bald heads that makes you want to slap it?
I don't know, dude.
It's funny.
Very good question.
See a bald man getting slapped in the head is fucking hilarious. Have you seen that video that black guy, like, is that like a Target or something?
Uh-huh.
And like the cashier has a big bald head, and the dude puts his
Oh,
whole
no.
hand on top of his head. It's like, Michael motherfucking Jordan. You heard of him. And the poor cashier's
think I
like,
have heard
please,
of that
please don't
one."
do that. Please don't do that, sir.
Michael Jordan. Oh shit.
One I recently saw of a gas station attendant was this bear that keeps breaking in while the same attendant is there. He does this every night. He just comes in, steals a snack, and the guy can't do shit about it because it's a fucking bear.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
Like
It's like
they seem so calm and harmless, and it's like if I never watched these videos, I'd probably attempt to pet it.
it's like that movie. What's that movie?
I don't know.
Where,
You
the
tell
bear,
me.
where the bear breaks into the store and starts eating
Oh
all the
yes, I
candy.
remember the movie.
Oh, open season.
Yeah, it's like open season.
Dude, I always wanted to try that chocolate bar he was obsessed with. Never found it.
Yahoo!
It's called a Yahoo.
Or it's either Yoo-hoo or Yahoo.
I've had a
Probably
Yahoo.
Because when you eat it, you go Yahoo!
You go, oh fucking! I'm about to blow right now. Oh my god!
Oh,
Imagine they edit over that. Because when you take a bite out of it, it makes you go.
Dude, we should. Dude, the Tangents podcast should do our own rendition of We should do our own rendition of fucking
Open
Uh,
season.
of open season. Yeah, we should do our own rendition of open season.
Open
Where do you guys
season.
usually go to use the restroom? Like, I
Open,
don't know.
Open season had that song from the
Shits.
Talking Heads in it. I remember that.
It just shits right in front of them.
How'd
Right,
that song
should
go?
we start getting to the topics?
Speaking of open season.
Open season is the
Oh, shit.
topic.
Oh yeah.
That's the only
What about,
topic
what
we
about,
have.
what
Yeah.
about that?
Wait,
What about that
speaking of open season-
sci-fi open season?
Let-
Huh? How about that? How about that
One at a
Star Citizen
time.
game?
I'm not.
How about that Star Citizen game that constantly pisses me off with the way that it doesn't fucking load?
I never played that.
I'm not sure I want to talk about open season because knowing Bordelon's history with telling us about movies, I don't want another Willy's Wonderland.
No, open season doesn't deserve the Willy's Wonderland treatment.
Yeah, no, I agree. I actually watched it when I was a kid. I actually enjoyed it. It was actually pretty good.
I liked it as a baby, but as I got
Was
older,
it?
I was like, this is kind of boring.
Sometimes I still think about the teddy bear picnic song.
Oh, that song is so the little creepy pedophile one.
Yep.
Oh, I hate that fucking
Ew.
song. Little
You
teddy
go out
bear.
in the woods tonight.
Oh,
Ready
that guy
for
fucked kids. That guy
it's
definitely fucked kids. Does anybody on
Dude,
earth
I
that
think
fucked a kid?
It
It's
was a
him.
cabin in the middle of the woods. That was brunette Jeffrey Dahmer.
I think it's so funny. I honestly think it's super funny that that man went to those lengths just to kill a bear that he probably wasn't even like legally allowed to kill. Like,
No,
bro
he
was a
wasn't.
fucking
He
poacher.
never was. He was even
Yeah, bro
questioned
was a-
about it. He was like, did you kill this deer on the interstate? And then you see the flashback. He just drives on the side of the road and fucking rams him with his truck.
Hell yeah, truck him up. The new Ford
Yeah.
F-150.
I
They
hate
do
him on the
Ford
interstate.
F-150.
Speed, power, and maneuverability.
That Ginger Ranger girl was pretty hot, even though she's CGI.
I don't even remember half of those characters. I just remember the deer.
Even
and the
though she
bear.
was CGI.
Yeah. I can't do anything about it.
You can digitize yourself in like the Facebook thing and fuck her with like a machine, like in Cyberpunk. Oh, speaking of Cyberpunk, you watched Edge Runners, Argus?
Yes, I did. Oh, what? Yes, I did watch Edge Runners.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you like
I watched Edge Runners. Really good. Yeah, it was really good. You know,
it? Mm-hmm.
really good. It low key gave me depression.
Yeah, it was surprisingly sad. I was like, damn, I didn't expect this.
Yeah, yeah. Do we want to go into it, or do we want to probably refrain from that since Bordelon hasn't
we
watched
can
it?
go into it a little bit, but we
Go
don't have to
for
like,
it.
reveal anything big.
Okay, so
Like
yeah,
big
well, I'll
genre.
try not to, but spoilers ahead or minor spoilers, I suppose, for
Mhm.
Edge Runners. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna refrain from that. Well, let's just try to talk about it vaguely, because
Like the
I'm in the presence
animation.
of someone who would not like
No,
it to be
go
spoiled.
for it. Go for it.
No. Like, I'm actually
No,
in
it's
a
still
like
too new.
I've
We
got
should've-
someone close, nearby,
It's
who
too
doesn't
new,
want it to
we
get
can't-
spoiled.
But let me talk about it then, since you're such a bitch.
Main character's backstory surprisingly sad. Honestly, it's super rough.
Yeah, I thought the backstory for the main character was kind of
Why did he know Jackie Wells?
it was surprising, but
Makes me really want to hug my mom, to be honest.
yeah, it was surprising, but also it kind of felt so abrupt, which I think really helped it because
Yeah, I think the
it felt like it's
abruptness
like
of
what was like holy shit, what the fuck, and like you never feel like he really comes to terms with it. He kind of just keeps going.
No,
What,
definitely not.
Was it like a Demon Slayer beginning?
Shut up, Bordelon. You're trying to guess.
Well, you should watch it, but like it was a car accident.
No, what the
And,
fuck? What? I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
that's
spoil
how-
it. Let me spoil it real
That's
quick.
how I mean, he wants to know though. But I'm also trying to be vague. But,
getting
That was not vague. That was
But, babe-
specific.
yeah.
Car accident.
Literally the most
Yeah, the
specific
car had a
thing.
gun. That's what really gets me when I watch it. It's like I watch it and it's car into a transformer and kills her.
Yeah. So like the car like actually is sentient and he rapes the mother. He rapes his mother.
Good lord.
He rapes her
Oh.
apart actually. She
Damn,
turns
I have a
into
lot to look forward to in this show.
she turns into a paste on the floor
Turns into
by the car
paste.
penis. It's actually very tragic and sad, but it was animated beautifully, so I guess it makes up for it.
I don't know if this is just me, but I really appreciated the fact that
Very iconic scene.
that the protagonist was Latino. I appreciated that.
Yeah, but everybody's brown by that point, I think.
Yeah, I mean, not really. It's not. It's in the not so distant future.
Yeah,
mean,
but
it's Haywood.
I mean, well, where he was, because in game he's in the he's like in
Haywood.
Santo Domingo, so everybody's
Yeah,
Mexican
Santo
there,
Domingo. Yeah,
for the
true.
most part.
No, really, honestly, what happened was super sad, especially when Trauma Team came to help and they
Yeah.
weren't even there for them.
Ooh,
He's like, "You're just gonna leave us?" Yeah, that was really rough.
that's why Trauma
Big-
Team's sweet, dude. I would definitely be a Trauma
Dude,
Team.
made me really interested in honestly. So Edge Runners made me super interested in cyberpunk lore, especially like Trauma Team, because it's like I didn't realize what Trauma Team was until I saw them like actually in the show and they had guns.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, yo, what the fuck? Like, they're a Trauma Team. Why do they have guns? Like, and I looked into it and I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, that's crazy.
I got into Cyberpunk a while ago before the game was even announced, because I
Mhm.
watched one of my friends playing it with some other people on stream. He would play the Cyberpunk, because it's like a D&D type of game, right? Like
Yeah,
originally,
I think so.
it's
I think
like
there's
D&D
I think
board
there's a
game.
tabletop game.
Yeah, it's a tabletop, and yeah, they were actually on Trauma Team, I believe. Like they were working for them in their story, and like I think he was like a little midget that like threw grenades and shit. I
Oh,
thought that was
nice.
really
So
cool.
basically you turned it into
Yeah.
Borderlands.
Well,
It pretty much
it
is.
kind of is like that, to be honest. I was playing because it made me get Cyberpunk 2077. I was playing it, and then one of the first missions, you're introduced to Trauma Team, and
Yeah.
and it was really interesting seeing this medical vehicle come like rolling up to this balcony, and then with machine guns on it, mind you,
Yeah,
pointed
yeah.
at me, and then see a bunch of these armed medics hop out and fucking throw me aside when I placed the victim on the stretcher.
Yeah, Trauma Team's
yeah.
cool, dude. I would definitely if I
No,
if
they're
I want to play
they're
that,
super duper cool.
I would definitely do that shit. Because
Though-
Militech and
though-
Arasaka are kind of
They fucking blow.
like they keep like trying to play for power, whereas Trauma Team
Yeah, and they keep starting wars over it. Though Trauma Team similarly, like I don't know if you read the lore, but pretty much it says that during the Fourth Corporate War, Trauma Team tried to remain neutral, and
yeah.
they were like, "We're not gonna," because Trauma Team, most people that have a subscription with them, of course, they're subscription based.
Yeah, of course. The loot,
Right.
they should get
Most
make
of
a
the
loot
people
box out
that
of
have a
Trauma.
Most of
I didn't hear what you said.
most of the people who are subscribed aren't paying for it themselves. Their corporations are paying for it. It's
Yeah.
part of like their benefits, I guess. Even though in Cyberpunk benefits are probably like just a no go, but it's like kind of part of their benefits. And during the Fourth Corporate War, they wouldn't provide services to Arasaka or Militech soldiers. They would only do it to civilians. And even then, that was like fucking like civilians had to pay a ridiculous fee if a shot was fired within like half a kilometer of the Trauma Team when they came to get you. It was like a $500 fee for that. Like it was like a combat fee or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
It's
that's funny.
fucking nuts, bro. But no,
Trauma
Trauma
Team's
Team is
sweet.
really cool. Though they're kind of pieces of shit.
They're kind of
but-
like stormtroopers.
I mean, the whole universe, everyone's just an asshole unless you like develop
Oh,
a
yeah,
reputation with them. Makes
like
sense.
I think it's really funny when this is not a political podcast, of course, but I think it's really funny when like
It's
I
just
see
definitely
like
a political
like
podcast.
no, sorry, no, I I think it's really funny when people who are like who are against healthcare for example,
Yeah.
who are
yeah,
against
yeah.
universal healthcare. Well, like talk about, oh yeah, I love Cyberpunk so much. I love it. I love Cyberpunk. And I'm like, dude, Cyberpunk's like a massive commentary on like
Capitalism
like
unleashed.
yeah, like mega late stage capitalism. Like Like, what do you mean?
You
Yeah,
can
I think it's
get
really
made
cool.
out of any vending machine. It's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
What
Cyberpunk
was your
4. Go
favorite
check it out.
character?
And in the game,
Oh
No, in the show.
no,
Linus.
Edge Runners.
I like the main character. That guy was cool.
V was whatever.
Oh wait, that's V?
No, main
What?
character in
Main
Edge
character
Runners
in
is not
Edge Runners
V.
is David. I mean David.
David Martinez.
Okay,
David
I was just like, I
Martinez.
swear you just said V. I was like,
No,
Well, no,
Doesn't
he had
look like V.
mentioned because you had asked from the game, and he said, and he was like,
V's alright.
yeah, he's okay.
That's the
No, he's
thing
not.
about before you answer, the thing about Cyberpunk the game is that it's okay. It's not good. It's not the
No,
greatest
it's-
game ever.
It's
When
it's
it's
a
would've
fun
sometimes.
game.
It would've
Yes.
been.
I don't know, dude. I'm getting really tired of every time a game is about to come out or a game comes out, all like the fanboys rush say this is gonna be the greatest game of all time. Like
Yeah.
it happens with Star Citizen. It kind of happened with Cyberpunk. It was like this is gonna be the greatest game ever to ever grace this planet. It's gonna be ultimate role play, ultimate this that. It's like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really not gonna be.
Then
There's
you're
not
gonna pop up on him and you're gonna be like, shut up! Don't you remember what happened last time?
It's one of the reasons it
Mhm,
flopped so
yeah.
bad because people were pressuring the studio to release it early.
Yeah, they were there because it was supposed to come out back into like 2008 or whatever or something like that.
No, what the
No,
fuck?
they announced it in 2008. Sorry, they
What?
announced it. They announced it like, dude, they announced it long ass time ago.
They announced like in 2018.
I think no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Whatever, I don't
2018,
know.
2017.
But I think
2008. What the fuck? 2008. That was Barack Obama was
Maybe
still around.
Maybe I don't know how to time, bro.
Barack
Oh, that's when he was
Obama
first
would give it a
elected,
cyberpunk
yes.
and be staying in office.
I'm Barack Obama, and I endorse this message.
I endorse
Will be the greatest game ever.
My fellow Americans, Cyberpunk is the best game ever made.
Sometimes I ignore Michelle just to play Cyberpunk.
Oh,
Michelle,
so who's my favorite character
Huh?
in Cyberpunk?
I thought you were gonna say who's my favorite character of politics.
who was it?
The guy who
Donald Trump's wife, because she's
Oh,
that's
Melania
my
Trump.
favorite. Yeah,
Yeah.
Melania Trump. She's my favorite character in politics because she's like, because you know how every first lady has like their mission, right? Like they're
Mhm.
fucking like so like Michelle Obama was like getting healthy foods into schools, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, which arguably most kids don't agree with, but you know, it like that
They
was
were kids,
objectively a good
yeah.
thing.
They
Yeah,
were-
it
they
was
were
an
kids,
objectively
they
good
didn't know.
thing. That yeah, to provide healthy food, healthy lunches for students. It's like an objective good. And then like you know, Reagan's wife, her thing was like abortion or some stupid shit like that. No, her thing was drugs. And then
Melania Trump was
Melania
drugs?
Trump. No. Reagan's wife was Melania
Oh.
Trump's was cyberbullying.
That's retarded.
And she's like, we,
boo.
yeah, I know. And everyone thought so too. She's like, we need to stop the cyberbullying. And everyone's
Everybody calls me Russian. I am not Russian. I am Yugoslavic.
I am.
and I have
thought she
huge
was
tits.
Slovenian.
I don't know what she is.
That are fake, mind you. They are fake. I've heard anyway. I'll believe they're fake. I don't like her.
Look at my tits. They are so
This
big
is-
and cool.
This is why we need to stop the cyberbullying.
The girl from Pro. I'm turning Indian.
Yeah.
I thought that was the point.
The girl from Progressive. She has huge titties, man.
Lava.
From Progressive, bro.
Huge tits, man.
The other one from AT&T, even bigger.
Oh, dude, the AT&T chick is so fucking hot. Oh my god.
Do you all remember when everybody started simping over the new personal phone assistant
Oh,
from Samsung?
Samsung, and they
Oh
all
my
everybody were
God,
getting
bro.
raped.
You know what? I don't blame,
Oh,
I blame
Lord.
all of you. I don't blame you. I did too.
Yeah, she was hot. She was
Yep.
hot. My voice. So yeah, Melania Trump was your favorite in Edge Runners then?
No, my favorite character, my favorite character in Edge Runners, dude, probably, Even though he wasn't on screen much, I'd say, or there's two, I guess, Falco and Kiwi. I thought Kiwi was hot, and then
Oh yeah, Kiwi
and
was
then,
hot as
Kiwi's the
fuck.
tiny gun
and then
loving girl.
No, that's
no,
Rebecca.
that's Rebecca.
Okay.
Rebecca, objectively speaking, loved loves David more than Lucy, but I digress.
Yeah, Rebecca was cool. Everybody likes her.
Re-
Everybody
Rat-
wants to have sex with her. Everybody wants to
Rebecca.
marry her.
Yeah, like Rebecca objectively gave more of a fuck about David than Lucy did. Oh,
Yeah. I would say she was my favorite. What's funny though is that because I watched it in English, right?
I did as well.
Her voice is the same as that chick Rose in Fallout 76. That chick, the robot Rose.
Oh, yeah?
yeah. And in Fallout 76, that robot that she voices is so like the quests are so bad and annoying, and I fucking hate them. And she's also like
Rebecca,
antagonizes you. Rebecca's voice
Okay.
is in Fallout 76. And like the robot also antagonizes you at the same point when you're doing your quest for her. And I fucking hated that robot so bad. I tried to kill her all over and over.
But you love Rebecca.
Yeah, but Rebecca was awesome in the show.
Yeah.
Too bad she got, you know.
No, don't say it. Don't say anything.
Too bad she fucking got huge tits and looked super hot when she should have stayed.
Oh wait, no,
lowly.
Bordelon doesn't care. Yeah, Rebecca gone too soon.
Yeah, she should have stayed a loli instead of turning into a beautiful hot lizard queen.
What the fuck?
She turned into a beautiful lizard.
Beautiful.
And this is the last we saw of the real Rebecca.
I saw
No,
something on
gamer tag is.
I saw a TikTok. It was a picture of like David with his hand on her head, saying, "You're so short," and then she was like, "Why don't you put a couple inches in me?"
Damn.
And I was like, "Damn, why can't that be me?"
Yeah, every artist that I followed has made a drawing of Rebecca,
My lord, yes.
including the ones that draw people having sex. Yeah, I saw some pretty dark ones though.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, when she turns into like the lizard part, like they would draw her as a lizard a lot. But
I
what do you mean that happens in the show? Remember, at the very end, she turns into a lizard.
doesn't what? She
Yeah, she does, bro. She turns into a lizard. She crawls into the center of the earth, like in the movie.
Are you? Is he actually? Is he being serious?
No, he's not serious.
I am
It's
one
just in reference to. Okay, if you want to look at, because you mentioned I had said
Is
Rebecca
this to
gone
get me
too
to get into
soon.
Netflix again?
Look at
Like,
look it
Well, that's
up,
why she's
Bordelon.
gone. She went into the
You'll
fucking
see-
center of the
you'll
earth
see
as a
why she's
lizard.
you'll see why she's gone too soon, and you'll understand the center of the earth piece.
She went into the center of the earth, turned into a lizard, and lived out the rest of her days alone.
No, I
amongst
do
the
love how
reptiles.
I do love how in response to the ending of Edge Runners, the cyberpunk community all collectively have like made an effort to massacre Adam Smasher as many times as they can.
Yeah, what's hilarious is that Adam Smasher's such a little pushover bitch by the end of the game.
Oh yeah, no,
I
he's
killed him
literally
like in
not-
10 seconds. I was like, this is the fight.
Mhm.
This is the last fight. This sucked.
wait, is he in Edge Runners?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
is.
There's a lot of
Edge
like,
Runners-
other characters.
Edge-
I mean, he is a
Yeah.
legend, so it makes sense. He's
Edge
the
Runners takes
anti-mark.
place. Edge Runners takes place.
a
Takes
couple
place
years
like
before.
a year. It takes place in 2076.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Oh, so this is when he had less augmentations.
No, that he had less augmentations in like 2020, bro.
Yeah, no, he had all of them. It's just it takes place 1 year before. And then my second character, oh yeah, so Kiwi because she's hot. Second favorite character, probably Falco. I think mostly because he sounds like McCree. I think he actually is McCree's voice.
Didn't McCree like
actor.
molest a bunch of women in Blizzard?
What?
yeah. I remember McCree like molested a bunch of people at Blizzard and got fired, and they tried to replace his voice lines in Overwatch. You don't remember this? Look
Matthew
it up.
Mercer.
Yeah, look it up. I think he like was.
Let's
a molester.
let's look at his. Let's see. I don't see it.
Matthew Mercer sexual harassment.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, Matthew Mercer. following the allegations of toxic workplace culture raised against activism, Blizzard last month. Several key one such figure was Jesse McCree, the lead designer on Diablo 4. Okay, never mind. I'm confusing.
No, I'm fairly sure.
So there's a guy named McCree.
Yeah, Jesse McCree is named after somebody at Blizzard.
Poor Matthew Mercer. I just accused him of being a sexual rapist because he shared the same name with someone else.
Oh my god.
That sucks.
So Matthew Mercer does play Falco. So
okay, Matthew Mercer is not a rapist, molester.
No, I mean, unless you still
Jesse
believe
McCree may or may not be.
But
one.
Jesse McCree of Blizzard, the maker of Diablo 4, it might be.
May or may not be. There's
Yeah,
that one time he went into the restroom and said, "Can I masturbate in front of you?" to me. And, said,
Oh my god.
and I jokingly said, "Yeah, go ahead," and he did it. And then I left. I washed my hands like 50 times. But
So what would you rate Edge Runners?
I'd rate it I'd rate a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it a 9 too.
Because the only reason it dropped the points because the animation was really good, but there were some scenes where like it felt like I was watching just like a moving GIF. And I was like, they could have done a bit more with this. Like, like in the first episode when they're talking in the car, it's like 2 minutes of them just looking at a car rolling on a street. And it's like
there were a couple moments of that. And I was like, why are we just at a standstill here? There's also the one in towards the end where David freezes up trying to shoot that one chick, and Rebecca comes over and shoots her, but like. Yeah. They are moving. This woman's like flipping through the air. Rebecca's like chasing her down while she shoots her to death. And
that's awesome.
And the environment around them is like not even moving at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to me like they had like, they knew when they wanted to like use all their talent to really animate beautifully. And other times they're like, I just would do whatever. Who gives a fuck? This is just like the in between. Before like the act.
I'd rate it a 9 out of 10.
Story was really good.
I'm still recovering from the end. I didn't cry, but it definitely it's like you know,
poured one out.
Everyone's like, yeah, kind of. Everyone's always like, oh, dude, I cried so hard. For me, it's not like I'm crying. It's more that like
I teared up.
Shows have an impact. You know, they just have like an impact on me.
I teared up a little bit at the end. I was like, damn, bro. It kind of, yeah, I guess I get what you mean. It's like when I watched the movie Threads, which is a apocalypse movie, right? It's about nuclear war. And that movie, it's sad and tragic. But I didn't cry, but it definitely made me paranoid about nuclear war for like 2 weeks.
Which honestly you should be.
You should watch that movie Threads, dude. It's amazing. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I might.
For free. It's on YouTube for free.
My thing with movies like that, in my opinion, are incredibly important because it's like people need to be aware of all this type of stuff. But at the same time, it's not good when that kind of stuff sows fear in people, or sows like unwarranted fear. You know, people thinking, "Oh, we're gonna get nuked tomorrow." It's important.
Was made like in the 1980s, just like right at the end of the Cold War, right? So like everybody, like nukes were on everybody's mind. And then there were some dumbasses that kept saying like, "Oh, we should just nuke the Russians, fuck them," you know, because they're retarded. So the people that these British people made this movie, right, to show like realistically what happens in like, if a nuclear war happened. Like they show like the nuclear winter. They show like radiation poisoning.
Yeah, it's like super theoretical. It's like if it were to go down like this is what it would be like.
Yeah, they show like really realistically like radiation poisoning and what like fallout and how it works and shit. And they're like straight up like they're like all the events in this movie would probably be like 10 times worse than what was depicted. Yeah, that movie's scary, dude. Fucking
yeah, I can imagine. It sounds kind of disturbing.
To give you an example, right? It takes 10 years for the nuclear winter to really kind of subside. after 10 years, the ozone will be really thin. So the sun will give you straight up cancer if you don't wear proper protection and shit. Because the gamma rays will like reach you way easier. And everybody that's born after like nuclear war, like anybody that has children during or after like being exposed to radiation, like probably like 70% of all children will have like some sort of mental illness, mental retardation,
or birth,
like mutations and shit. Like like it's literally horrifying.
And for all you anti-vaxxers out there, it'll even cause autism.
Way worse, to give them straight up mental retardation, dude. They'll have Down syndrome. It won't even be it'll be Down syndrome.
And we know you already hate your kids enough, so do you really want to deal with a Down syndrome kid?
There's this scene of like them like trying to teach these kids like the alphabet at like 16 years old, and each of them are like talking like in tongues, like it's like they're like they're babbling like children because
Jesus
Christ,
they just can't, that sounds horrifying.
Yeah, they just can't like. It's not that they're stupid. It's just that their brains just don't work correctly.
Yeah.
Have you seen that video of that kid? He's speaking another language, but he goes. No, I never seen that video. What the hell? You've never seen that? It's basically the meme is women when they think that using a vibrator while pregnant won't do anything to the kid, and then it says the after effects, and it shows that kid and he's having like brain issues. His cross-eyed. He's trying to talk.
Jostled the fetus too much.
Yeah.
If you jostle a woman's big pregnant belly, will the kid come out retarded? Do you think?
The kid looks retarded.
Like, what if you got like a big subwoofer
Oh my Lord.
and put it right against the woman's belly, and then like play like Metallica or something? What do you think would happen?
He might come out a metalhead.
You come out playing fucking amazing guitar and singing beautifully.
It became a
Jimi Hendrix number 2.
But he also wouldn't know how to count to 10.
Probably not.
He gets stuck on number 4. He'd be like, what the fuck? What comes after that?
Dude, you know what I think is crazy? That there's people that fine people, of course, but there's people I went to school with who had no issues. Literally, they just it was kind of weird. A lot of people I went to middle school with, for example, a lot of them were like, I don't know, it's like, it was weird because in 6th grade, like, we read books, right? And like kids who were like who like had no issues, for example, they just like literally couldn't read. And I'd always ask them, like, yo, like, why do you struggle with this? And they're like, oh, it's just, I met a girl. Shout out her, she graduated, but she was like, you read? I was like, yeah, I read. Like, I read a lot. This was in like 7th grade, and she's like, yeah, I don't read. It's boring. I'm like,
it's fair.
You don't read? And she's like, nope, it's boring. I was like, then what do you do? And she's like, oh, I just sit on my phone. I'm like, so you just don't, so like you look at your phone just blankly and don't read what it says. You just gotta feel it out.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's kind of, I guess it's like someone who's from the first world. It's difficult for me to fathom that people can't read.
Well, I've met people who literally couldn't read. Like adults that can't read, like literally.
I know,
like,
I know.
Don't know what the fuck they're looking at. They just kind of
understand.
And
it's still super common too to meet adults that can't read, especially in like marginalized communities. It's literally insane.
Sometimes I think as well, like some kids have dyslexia. Like my friend, like Spear here in the Discord, he definitely has dyslexia. He gets mad when I bring it up, but
good thing he's not here.
But every time like he tries to read something, he reads it completely off. Like it's like almost like he reads like the first couple letters, and then he just kind of fill, like his mind will just fill in like random letters into like another different word.
Yeah, dyslexia is very interesting.
Like if I showed him the word audio, he'd be like, "Oh, auto." Like he would just he just would say the incorrect one, and then I'm like, "You mean audio?" He's like, "Yeah, that's what I said." I was like, "No, you didn't, bitch."
That's
So
what
yeah,
I
I'm
said.
pretty sure he definitely has dyslexia.
It's okay, dude. You just admit you just read something
I'm
else.
like, just
Shut the
admit
fuck up. I said
you can't
audio.
read. I'm like, you can't read, dude.
Bro, shut the fuck up. I said auto. I mean auto. I mean auto. I mean auto.
You like fuck up like really simple words. I'm like, what?
Mhm.
I think it's funny, because
By
it's
the
not
way,
like he's
listeners,
impeded by
we're
it.
not making fun of the fact that he has dyslexia. Rather, we are
We're
finding
in celebration
comedy.
of it.
Rather, we are finding comedy in
I
I don't
love I love when he fucks something up because it's really the funniest thing to me whenever he reads something completely incorrect.
know.
But that's why I'm not a teacher. but
Now,
yeah,
to the list that we've accumulated. I hate The Simpsons. What are y'all's thoughts on that?
What is that about?
I don't
You
like The
have to
Simpsons
describe it.
either.
I really fucking hate The Simpsons, bro.
I don't like
It's
them
not
either.
a good show.
Okay.
It's
And I
boring.
don't know why it's developed such a cult following, because it's literally it's just not good.
It's for old people.
It's like Family Guy, right? People are like, oh, look at this Family Guy meme. And I'm like, don't talk to me,
Yeah, I don't even like
like,
Family Guy
ever
either.
again.
The
No,
only
they're both,
cartoon I liked was South Park because they had some
yeah.
balls. And when they
hmm
did make a shit stinker of an episode, it seemed to me at least that they weren't like they knew what they were doing. Like they knew like, oh, this is gonna be a big fucking stinker. Let's have some fun with it.
like it's like the episode where Stan's dad, like where the internet went down, and they like had to ration
You
out
need
people's
it
internet use.
yeah,
porn.
yeah,
And he
yeah.
just pulled up like fucking 40 different porn videos. There's like elephants in the background and shit. And they come in, they're like, "What's going on, sir?" And it's just
Ghost.
covered.
It's
It's a
He's like,
ghost
"Oh,
movie.
oh, it goes, it's ectoplasm."
Yeah, that's why I think I like South Park more because they're silly and they don't really take themselves seriously at all. Like they'll
Yeah,
just
The
like
Simpsons.
do the dumbest
Dude,
shit.
The
The
Simpsons is
Simpsons.
just so dumb, and then the people that like it and stuff are a different breed because they're like, look, The Simpsons predicted the Queen's death. And I'm like,
I've
shut
had people
up.
like that. I'm like,
Oh,
this is
what?
the
Was she
dumbest
supposed
thing
to live
ever.
forever to prove him wrong?
It's
I mean,
because
I don't know.
they happen to
that-
have like the correct like a gravestone with the Queen dead on it, and it happened to also be in 2022.
Mhm.
So people are like, oh, they
Like, look,
predicted
they
it.
predicted it. Yeah, they keep saying they predicted it, and it's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
How about they
That's so
predict my balls, dude?
Yeah, predict these fucking. Yeah, predict this dick in your.
Predict these fucking nuts in your face, bro. Yeah, I don't like The Simpsons either. I think they have some good jokes, but it's not in every episode I've seen. There's only been like one or two jokes that I actually laughed at, and I was like, "This is not enough." I need
It's
to be laughing
just
throughout.
mid. That's all it is. It's just mid.
Marge.
And when you finish Cyberpunk, you're gonna be like, "This is just mid."
Probably.
It is a good game, but I hate when people are like, "This is the greatest game ever made." It's like, no, it's fucking not.
No, it's not the greatest game ever made.
It has a cool world. It has cool art direction.
Really cool art direction, really cool lore.
It has very nice graphics, but the story, the gameplay, the story's alright. The gameplay is better, but I'm like, whatever, man. I hate that they don't have third person in that game. There should be a third, at least even a simple third person like Fallout would be amazing.
It's hilarious that they don't, and you know why? They
Oh.
didn't even make the proper character model, like
Well, see,
for
that's
your
what I'm saying.
character.
Yeah.
I'm saying like, I think the reason they don't have a third person is because I feel like most people in the gaming community can agree Cyberpunk is not bad because like Cyberpunk is a verse is bad, or CD Projekt Red doesn't know how to make a game. Like, let's be honest, CD Projekt Red knows how to make a fucking game. If anyone's
Yeah.
played The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, They understand that.
Yeah, the problem is that
Yeah.
they didn't finish the game. That's the biggest problem. They didn't
Yeah,
finish it.
like Cyberpunk. They didn't finish it. They didn't fully finish it because everyone was bitching at them to just go ahead and say fucking and release it.
Hmm.
So
The investors
so
were like,
with
yeah, yeah, fuck you guys, do whatever,
yeah,
ship
it's
it
like
out.
yeah they couldn't make a third person because and also they just have to put in more work that that clearly they didn't have time for.
Yeah, it's too bad. It could have been way better if we just waited for like another
Yeah,
2 years.
it's gonna be one of those games, unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, since some people are cool with this, that will just kind of get better over time. Like kind of Battlefield 4, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Like Battlefield 4, right, came out, everybody hated it. Now it's one of the fucking best games in the series, and
What the fuck you mean they hated
and
it?
most and most people no, huh? What?
You said they hated it?
A lot of people hated it when it first came
Yeah,
out because it was
it didn't have
buggy.
a
It was
lot
a
of
huge
things.
mess.
Oh,
Yeah, it
It's
was a
kinda
huge
empty.
mess.
Like remember before all the DLC, like there was almost no maps. It was like fucking like what, 6, 7 maps. It was
Yeah, I don't know.
It wasn't
The-
that much.
Yeah, no, and then now it's championed as the best, if not one of the best games in the entire franchise.
That's why I look forward to the DLC for Cyberpunk because in The Witcher 3, right? The Witcher 3 when it came out, it was pretty damn good. But when the DLC came out, everybody blew their fucking loads.
Yeah,
to
well,
blood and wine.
Witcher 3 is really interesting to me because Witcher 3 even just I run mods on Witcher 3, but Witcher 3 without mods is just so incredibly polished. It's like
It's got good
in my-
bones.
yeah, it's like it's a masterpiece of CD Projekt Red skill.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't with Cyberpunk, they weren't held to the standard of a publisher. They're self-publishing, so they didn't really have to, but they did it because the fans wanted it. So they're like, here you go. But it's like it's gonna be one of those things where like Battlefield 4, it's just gonna get better, and eventually it's gonna be in a good place. And I think a really good way that they could start that, they can kind of start that trend, is with Phantom Liberty when it comes out.
I heard that Cyberpunk's development kind of went downhill when the original like lead developer, right, that
Mhm.
worked on Witcher 3 and like the DLCs and shit, he actually left because their stockholders wanted to like change it up while he was
Mhm.
making it. Like he wanted to make it like pretty much just like the same, use the same engine as The Witcher 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like it would be
But they were
third
like,
person,
no.
like they were just gonna add like all types of cool combat and shit. And they were
Mm-hmm.
like, no, don't do that. Make it first person and make it more like AAA shit. And he was like,
Yeah,
you know
which-
what? I don't give a fuck anymore. And he left.
But which publisher? They don't they self-publish.
No, they're stockholders.
Oh, shareholders. Gotcha. Never mind.
Yeah. They're shareholders. They wanted to make it what they wanted it to be. They didn't just let them do the work.
Mm-hmm. And
make
he was
the
just
art.
kind of like, yeah, this ain't worth
Yeah,
it.
he just got fed up, and then there was obviously other shit too happening like with
Mhm.
mismanagement and shit.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be one of those things that like after a couple years of work from dedicated work from them, it'll just be in a good place.
That's why it was announced like way back. I think it was
Mhm.
even 2016 actually. That's why it was announced way back then because they were planning on using the same engine as The Witcher 3.
Mm-hmm.
At least I believe so, like an updated version of it.
Yeah, I
But
will
then they
always
decided
call.
to make a new one and
Mhm.
also make the game at the same time, which was the dumbest shit they could have ever done. They didn't have the engine finished before they started making the game. It's like they would make an engine update and it would break everything at this fucking start from scratch pretty much.
I will always call BS to anybody that says so. Like anyone who says CD Projekt Red, they don't know how to make a game or they're terrible, right? I will
Mhm.
always call BS to that. Mostly because it's like, well, if you're basing a lot of people will say that and base it just solely off of Cyberpunk.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is that CD Projekt Red has proven that they can make a really good game that holds up to modern standards, even though it's been out for so many years. And it's with The Witcher 3. Like again, vanilla Witcher 3, no mods, looks incredible. It
Mhm.
takes your breath away the first time I played it. took my breath
When
away.
you see
And
Geralt's ugly face, you're like, ugh.
it's from 2015. Geralt's ass, you know, magnificent. No,
Yeah, yeah.
like
Geralt's ass, magnificent.
it's from 2015, and the game looks amazing, and it's so well made. So I was like, yeah, they just need to work on Cyberpunk a lot more, and hopefully it'll be in a good spot. And if it's not, it's just not.
I heard
And they'll just
after
have
the
to deal with
DLC, they, depending on how after the DLC comes out, how the game performs, they may or may not stop development on it. Like they might just like leave it alone. But they did release mod tools. For modders.
RE-mod.
Yeah. So they released that recently. So I do look forward to like mods that actually make the game better, which I think was gonna be great. Much like Fallout 4.
So far, it seems a lot of people are pretty excited for Phantom Liberty. Is it gonna be paid DLC? I bet it is, probably.
Of course it is. It's DLC.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't mind. I hope it's fucking badass.
We'll see how I feel after I finish the game, and depends on how that looks since school starts this week.
Yeah.
Rough out here.
Have you met Johnny?
Johnny Silver? No, not yet.
You're gonna be like, this guy's gay.
Wake the fuck up, samurai! I'm horny.
Yeah, I was expecting that scene instead of.
Yeah,
Who
that
the
doesn't
fuck
even
are
happen. That doesn't even happen.
See, that's what. That's what it's like, dude. That would have been so cool if they had it in the game.
Yes.
When I saw the trailer, I was like, "Yo, that's so cool!" Because it's like he just appears like, "Wake the fuck up, samurai! We've got a city to burn." I was like,
He doesn't say it all. That's what made people want to get the game. Was that one scene?
Yep.
well, yeah,
Just
because
Keanu Reeves come up.
Wasn't
yeah,
even
like,
in it.
like I'm like, dude, I want to see that because that gets me hyped. That gets a player hyped.
So you're not even past the prologue, huh?
No, I've just started the prologue.
Damn.
Hey, are you ready to hate me?
What?
How do I put heavy objects in my ship?
Hey, shut up. Hey, shut up.
That's what I meant. You're gonna hate me.
Cyberpunk? Okay, 6 out of 10. Maybe 7.
Yeah. So what's the viewers? I've been given some terrible information. I'm actually getting kicked off the podcast because, according to these two, I'm not enough of an incel.
Well, after the last podcast, you kind of defended a woman.
That was where we drew the line.
And you don't defend women.
And anyone who's curious about that, that's being cut. That is being cut from the previous episode.
That's being cut down quite a bit.
Yeah, so you'll only see like a little bit of it, if not any. So it'll just be a little Easter egg, you know. Maybe some people will notice it, maybe some won't. You know, we'll never know.
Yeah. It's only being cut not because of what I said, but mostly because I said names. I said the name too many times. And in hindsight, you could probably easily find that out because I did drop some hints on where she worked and who she was.
Oh my lord. Do y'all know what crumble cookies are?
No. What are those?
No one's ever heard of crumble?
Aren't they what?
Crumble?
Do you know what crumble is? Yeah, crumble cookies.
No, I never
Like
heard
crumble. Like CRUMBL.
Never heard of it.
Oh wow. So I guess I put the topic crumble cookies, gas or ass, but y'all don't know what it is. So
What are they?
I guess we're moving on. They're like, you know what? That might only be how many? One sec. I'm gonna look up how many crumble cookies are in the United States.
Crumble cookie
Might not be.
the last
it might
crumble
not
cookie.
be. Oh, you know why? You know why y'all don't know what it is? It's an Oregon and Washington thing. They don't have. Yeah, we don't. Okay, yeah, that explains it. We don't have them outside of Oregon and Washington.
Is it cold in Oregon? Does it get cold in Oregon?
Yeah, it gets cold in Oregon.
How many hipsters are around you right now?
Oh, I'm in a homeless camp right now, actually.
Oh, I see.
So I'm not in the studio today. I'm actually in a homeless camp right now.
Remember when Oregon was like made a whole what was like a whole city block?
Yeah, Chaz,
like
I think is what we called it. Yeah,
it.
Chaz, I think is what it was called. See, they did in Seattle too. I don't know why people LARP on that so much.
LARP?
Sorry, LARP. God damn it. It's harp, right? It's harping.
Damn, people were. Oh, that was a LARP. I thought it was a real thing. Damn.
No, LARPing.
A
Wait,
live action role play. That's you mean harp. Harp on it.
Okay, yeah. So, God, LARPing. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know why people harp on that. On Chaz and what went down in Portland so much. I
Yeah,
don't get it.
Considering it was such a big LARP, I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Just
No,
people
it's
having
like
fun.
Yeah,
like
they're just.
okay, listeners. This is the first time I'm gonna say it, but if
You
y'all
did that
think
before too, didn't you?
I know, maybe. To all the listeners, if y'all think Portland, Oregon is just a fucking anarchy state, you're a fucking idiot and stop listening to this podcast.
I just know that it's full of
Chicago,
hipsters. That's all I
Illinois.
know. Which I
It's
don't.
what
Like.
I mean. There's a lot of Oregon's always really been a hippie state, but it's not. We're not all hippies, and it's not full of hippies. There's a lot of
Well, not hippies, but hipsters.
It's actually
What do you
Chicago,
mean-
Illinois. That's
What do you
an
mean
anarchy
hip?
state.
What do you mean by hipsters? I don't get it.
So a hipster is more like a contrarian, right? Like if anything is popular or liked, they'll be like, I don't like that. I like this unheard of strange thing.
I would not say Oregon is full of hipsters.
I don't know. I've seen plenty of hipsters.
Did I tell you
Another-
guys about the mayor of Chicago? About what she said about it?
Chirac?
Yeah.
What about it?
I think you might have mentioned it in the last episode, but I don't remember.
I don't know.
About how her how she went there with a few of her like community to like go see the streets of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, wow, this place looks like shit.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, it's her fault. She ain't doing nothing. Ugh. No, but yeah. What was that show about the hipsters in Portland? Portlandia?
What?
You seen that show? Seen Portlandia?
No.
That's a funny show.
Nope.
But that whole show is based on the premise that Portland's full of hipsters.
Oh, so your understanding of wait, your statement of Oregon's full of hipsters is from a show?
Well, yes, but it's because that is a stereotype on Portland.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. People shit on Portland way too much. Like,
I heard Portland's beautiful.
oh, Portland's an incredible city. But people it's really funny when people who aren't from Portland, let alone from Oregon, will or at least from the Willamette Valley, which is where most of the population and most of the cultural diversity in Oregon exists. Sorry, Eastern Oregon, you fucking blow. If you live there, I apologize for your suffering.
I'd say the only state or at least the only city that lives up to its reputation is Los Angeles, where everybody agrees it's
being a
terrible.
shithole.
It's a
Yeah.
horrible shithole.
Yeah.
Every bad thing you've heard about it is probably true.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Portland is people I've seen videos, and this is what makes me mad is people go to Portland and will literally stay there for like a couple weeks just to make like videos talking about how shitty it is, and they're like oh my god, look at all the homeless people lined up on the streets, and most sane people will call these people out and say you're literally filming people, like struggling people, for clout. With
At least
like
make them fight. Jesus Christ. Do some bump fights.
it's or like people will shit on Portland because Portland doesn't do what New York does and like put spikes on their benches so like homeless people can't sleep.
It's fucked up.
The one time we did something like that, we put rocks under an overpass, where a lot of homeless people would camp out, to get out of the rain and whatnot.
Yeah, the
Because
hangout
it's Oregon.
heroin
It
spot.
fucking it rains like fucking 60% of the year here.
Yeah.
So like homeless people try to get out of the rain, they put big ass rocks under that overpass so homeless people couldn't set up there, and the city had a lot of people in town had a fucking were real pissed about that, and they didn't do it again.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, can we just like let homeless people be alive?
Nah. Ship them off somewhere. Put them in the sewer.
Yeah. So they
off
turn
the
the
street underneath.
So they turn into Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Or they could be like mole men, like in New York. All the homeless people that live inside the old abandoned tunnels and shit. That'd be pretty cool. You have like a
That
dwarven
does.
fortress underneath.
Oh my god, you're weird, bro.
Listen, man, my experience with homeless people is awful,
No,
and I'm sick of it.
I just hate homeless people.
There's plenty of reasons to be homeless, but there's no reason to stay homeless. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
There's plenty of reasons that people
yeah,
become homeless, but
yeah. A lot of people become homeless because they don't want to, but becoming not homeless is difficult, bro.
I don't know,
I feel
man.
like it's something most of us will never understand unless we've actually experienced it.
I don't know, man. I've known people that have been homeless. They're not homeless for more than like a month or two.
Mm.
I mean, there are reasons to like to people
Well,
become homeless, like they're sexually abused or like they're addicted
Yeah,
to
I mean
drugs and shit.
everybody's experience is different. So
But there was this funny video I saw on YouTube. Like some guy walked up to some homeless guy, right? He's just talking with him, and he asks him, why do you think you're not able to get a job? And this homeless guy just goes on a rant about like, I don't know, man. Why do people rape each other inside the homeless shelters? Why do people get kicked out of their homes and live on the streets? And he gives all these like different reasons of why he is homeless, but at no point does he say, "Oh, this is the reason, by the way, that I can't get a job now." Like I missed the part where he told the audience why he can't get a job. Like he pretty much answered a question that wasn't asked, and it's like it's just real life. I mean, it's just like a state of of your mind, you know.
I mean, I think abject poverty is more than just a mindset. But
I think it is. I think it's
but,
a mindset, and I
but
think
speak
it's
your
like
truth, queen.
a mental illness type shit.
Queen.
Yeah, he's a queen, bro.
I think we could still help homeless people. I just think it's not wise to just say, "Oh, fuck it, leave them alone."
No, no, I don't. I don't think. I think people who are homeless by choice, and it's like because the thing is here in my city, a lot of homeless people are homeless because that's just they just they just like that lifestyle. You know,
Exactly.
they just
It takes a
yeah, like
specific person to stay homeless
yeah,
for more
yeah,
than a year.
some people, yeah, a lot of some people are just like, you know, like I just feel trapped in a house, you know, sleeping
Hmm.
outside just feels right to me.
Hmm.
Like there's a lot of people like that, and more power to them. And then
Would
you
you
got
consider them homeless though?
I don't know, yeah, they'd be homeless technically.
I mean, if they got like a setup going, you know, where they shower, they go
Yeah.
to work, they buy their own food. I don't know if that's homeless. That's just camping out, you know. That's just kind of milling about outside.
The permanent
That's
residents in the
called being
streets.
outdoors. I don't know. That's being homeless.
Yeah, a lot of people are here. Quite a couple people in my city are homeless by choice, because that's just the lifestyle that they prefer.
Hmm.
And then other people, it's just real rough. You know, there's a lot of homeless women who are like escaping from
Yeah,
abusive
yeah.
relationships in my town, or like homeless women and children
I
who
think
are
the best
escaping.
thing to do was to like, because at least in Los Angeles, right, we got like the biggest fucking homeless problem ever. In Los
Mhm.
Angeles, I think the best thing you can do is just make sure that the services are good and not being abused by like rapists and shit, and are actually
Yes.
policed instead of just like, because like the homeless shelters, right? Even if there's like not like people raping each other, other homeless people are stealing from each other all the fucking time.
Yeah,
Like homeless people will steal from other homeless people all the fucking time.
we've got a
What
homeless shelter
if?
in my city, and rape and sex offenders, they're not allowed to stay there.
Yeah.
What if? No.
And the
Mm-hmm.
reason that those homeless shelters are so bad and people choose not to use them is because nobody polices them. They kind of just like let people stay and do whatever the fuck they want. Like nobody's like, there's no cops around going like, hey, like keeping an eye out. That's what they should be doing, making sure it's safe for everybody there.
What if?
I don't know.
What if,
I can't speak for my homeless shelter, but yeah, I've heard some it can be. A lot of people don't like the homeless shelters for that reason.
What if by the second the government realizes you've become homeless,
What do you mean
and
the
instead
government
of just letting
realizes-
you wander around the streets,
Sends a hit squad to assassinate you.
opposite, they send a squad to
have
put you
sex
in a
with
different.
Now that is good idea.
Oh my god.
but they take all the homeless people and put them in like a remote land.
What the
Ba-
fuck are you about to say?
What, like District 9?
You're about to say something fucked. I already know it.
I'll say District 9.
You're
Remember
not
that?
even gonna let me finish it. That's the
Then
thing.
fucking say it.
Like in Auschwitz?
No, Jesus, no. It's not monitored. It's not supervised. It's not oversaw. It's just they
Just
put them
Hunger
there.
Games.
That's a bad
No.
idea.
Literally Hunger Games. Just make them fight for
God
food.
damn it, Steve! You're not letting me finish.
Tell. All right, so they send them to like an unlawed land.
Yes, they
What?
send them to like this remote area,
Uh-huh.
and then it's up to them.
What?
That's a terrible idea.
No, just think about it.
So literally
Think about it.
Hunger
No,
Games.
Just,
So
you're not
literally
thinking
Hunger
about it. Just-
Games.
No, that's actually monitored because they
No,
like tell
no.
them to kill each other.
Do you
I'll
not get the
tell you
joke I'm
why it's a
making? The
bad
Hunger
idea.
Games. They're
Yeah,
the Hunger
yeah.
Games,
The
bro.
Hunger
Well,
Games.
it's up to them. If they want to go feral and start eating each other.
Want me to tell you why that's a terrible idea? Because
They
one,
realize sooner or later they have to like
no,
make
let
a
me tell
state.
you why that's a terrible idea. One, you're moving people by force and moving them somewhere.
Yeah.
Two,
You know what last time happened when we did that? Slavery. Uh-huh.
yeah. Two,
Yeah.
if that place is as unlawful as it is, right? People are gonna start abusing it. They're gonna have like roaming like fucking war bands in there and shit, killing everybody, doing whatever they want. So
Right.
all you would be doing in the end of the day is sending people to their death by
Right.
force. It's a terrible idea.
Well, it's not. It's actually not.
It's like it's like in Mad Max, you send them out into the wasteland. It's like
What
what
do you
the
care?
fuck?
You hate homeless people.
Huh?
You just said it.
I don't pay homeless. I'm saying that homeless people need protection, so that they can
Well, they
start taking
can
steps into normal life.
They could protect each other.
That's one of the reasons why the LA fucking homeless shelters don't work is because they're unlawed. It's a lawless land. There's nobody there to actually protect them and make sure that nobody's fucking taking advantage of other people.
Well, the government already just doesn't give a fuck. Like, otherwise they would have stepped in and given some sort of like therapy or some sort of reprieve. Obviously not. So,
they've been
and
talking about
they have an
trying to
issue
do
with
that.
it. They're going out of their way to remove them from like public areas.
Yeah, that's all they do though. They just move them and then they leave, and then like an hour later they come back.
Yeah. So
It's not doing anything. They're
Exactly.
trying to fix the problem incorrectly. They're trying
exactly.
to fix
So fixing the problem would be putting them on a remote island.
that
and
is
letting
a
them figure it
terrible
out.
idea. All
They
that
are
does
grown
is let
men
people
and women,
die.
and they will learn how to forge for themselves.
What the hell,
That's
bro?
called culling the population. That's not fucking. That's not
Yes.
fucking helping them. What the fuck? You're insane.
How to help the homeless, human rights abuses. Perfect.
They're trying to fix like the symptoms of a deep rooted problem in our own infrastructure. I think there are ways to help homeless people. It's just that we're not doing it. We're just trying to fix the symptoms of it.
There are ways to help homeless people, but a lot of the ways that many of us, even progressives, encourage, that just in the process dehumanizes or patronizes homeless people.
Yeah, there's people out there that think that I'll just give the homeless people money. It's like, no, that won't help them. You're giving the man a fish instead of teaching him how to fish. That's the fucking exactly what you're doing. If you just give them money, what's gonna happen? They're gonna spend it on drugs or alcohol. It's not helping them. You're just
Like,
prolonging their horrible life.
Like one of the things that helps homeless people, giving them food, that helps them move. That doesn't help. That helps them in the short term because they get to eat, so they don't starve, right?
Yeah.
And giving them money, right? Yeah,
Well, I wouldn't give them money. I'll give them food.
They might be able to buy a meal, right, or whatever.
I wouldn't give them money. You don't know how they're gonna spend it.
But you know what goes such a longer way?
Huh?
Providing free dry cleaning services
Yup.
to homeless people. So if they're like, yeah, I just need to wash my clothes, I have a job interview.
Yup.
Instead of being like, oh, you got money, dry cleaners should say, yeah, we'll do it for free for you, no problem. Like that kind of stuff, those kinds of actions are what help those people.
Therapy,
because
rehab.
you're giving them a way to do it, and you, like it's so like they get their clean clothes and you just help someone probably get a job.
Yep. The food
Because
drives
a lot
are
of
all right, yeah, because they need food. I think giving them outright just money is a terrible idea.
yeah, like
Because
a
they can
lot of
spend it
people
however they want. What the fuck?
a lot of people are like, oh, they just need to get a job. I'm like, yeah, they do need to get a job, but how are you supposed to get a job if you're not? How are you supposed to get a job
If you not have sound
you don't?
mind.
If you yeah, how are you supposed to get a job? Well, you can be homeless and have a sound mind, but how are you supposed to get a job if you're dirty and smell gross?
Yeah,
And
you
that
can learn
and
how
you
to bathe yourself in the
and you
nearby
have
river by the village.
yeah, and you have no money to get your clothes cleaned,
Thanks to the government
like
moving us to
professionally.
this remote island.
Yeah. Or we can do this, right? We all become homeless, right? We all get together, drain our bank accounts, give it to like some rich guy. I don't give a shit. And then start from square one. How do we all make money? All three of us. How do all three of us make money? My
So
first
fucking
instinct
right, dude.
is to sell drugs. Now, what about you guys? What's your first idea?
I just gave you an idea.
No,
Sell
no.
my
We're,
feet.
as if you were homeless with us too, what would be your idea to get out of homelessness?
We
Sell my feet.
need to gather other homeless people,
Make a state.
and then we need to make a cult.
It sounds like Bordelon just wants to be rid of homeless people.
And then
Bordelon wants
we
power
will
over
we
other
will we will
people.
learn to fight back against our the oppressors that have made us broke.
All right, second idea. Instead of selling drugs, we all get knives and beanies, and we start robbing people
Knives
at
and
knife point. We rob people at knife point till we get a place to stay. We all take
Oh, my
showers and
Lord.
get jobs.
We become a terrorist. What?
Is that a good idea?
Become insurgents.
What about you, Argus? What would your plan be?
It's certain sandstorm.
If I was homeless,
Yeah.
do you want the serious answer or the joking answer?
I don't give a shit. Whichever one you think is right.
Sell my probably very dirty feet. Like sell pictures of my very dirty feet and just
OnlyFans.
attract all the sick, the nasty ass motherfuckers.
But how would you take a picture? You don't have a phone or anything.
Internet cafe, bro.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
webcam that shit.
It's a good idea actually.
Or borrow the guy next to you, borrow his phone.
Or just
Hotspot that hoe.
or me and you can just like
beat him
rob
to
someone's
death.
phone by knife point. And I'll be smart enough to be like, open it up, reset it, factory reset. And then I have a wiped, perfectly good Apple phone, and they can't do anything about it.
So true.
Where's the damn SIM card? Give it to me and I eat it.
Give me your SIM card so I can eat it.
Sit your ass down and jailbreak this thing.
Yeah, I find some nerd. Jailbreak that fucking phone, motherfucker! I will stab you. Or we could approach a random Mexican guy, be like, "Hey man, you got a job?" And he'd be like, "Okay," and he'd give me like a pound of drugs, and I sell it instantly. And then you two are my muscle to make sure nothing goes down.
And no. Then we beat him up, and then we get the drugs and the money.
That's a terrible idea. We'll get beheaded. So
Wow.
quickly.
Okay. Wow. What
You
a
are
smart
so
guy.
you'll be a
Smart
terrible
guy
homeless man. You'd be
bosses.
You know what?
dead in
Actually-
a week.
Actually, bro, if I was homeless in LA, I'd work at. You know what? I'd find this very nice Mexican man, probably owns an elote cart, and just make elotes.
Oh, that's
And that's how I make a living.
Well, the
make
thing with
elotes.
the thing with the lotes is that they usually just make them at home and then they go sell them.
Then I'll make
It's a
them.
family thing.
Or I'll sell elotes.
There's a woman down my street that does that.
Are elotes good? I've never had them.
They're just corn, bro. It's delicious. Put some
Oh.
fucking. Oh my god, I'm kind of hungry for one. I hope someone passes by.
Fat fuck.
Yeah, they're just a corn on the cob, steamed.
With like cotija
like,
cheese on it and shit.
Yeah. Put cojita cheese. You could put they usually put butter on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have some other thing. It's like a little. I don't know what it is. I guess it's like a different type
I know-
of cheese. That's
I know a lot of people put hot Cheeto dust on.
Yeah, yeah, you could get like chile on it. I don't like chile. It's too hot. I'm not a very good Mexican, to be quite honest with you guys. I don't like spicy food,
Do you like eat the
and my
when you
Spanish
eat
is
corn
pretty
on a
bad.
cob
Hmm?
of any kind? Do you like eat the core? I guess is what it's called. I don't know
No,
what you would
what the
technically call
fuck?
it.
How would you eat the core? It's like
My
carne
mom
shit.
does, bro.
That's insane to me.
I know.
But then again,
We had
my dad eats the fucking skins of an orange all the time. And I'm like, you're disgusting. He eats the rind. I'm like, what the
Mhm.
fuck? Yeah, elotes are delicious, bro. That's actually a pretty good idea. That would make you a lot of money, especially in Los Angeles.
honestly, if you're homeless, depending on where you are, you're better off just seeking. You're better off going and helping, or like, there's so many like Mexican folk. If I was homeless, I probably want to find Mexican people because a lot of the Mexican folk I've met anyway are very kind people, very gracious people who are willing to help a
Nah, well,
stranger.
the thing with Mexicans is that we're really racist all the time. A lot of times we're really racist, so they wouldn't accept you, Arcus. I'm sorry to say, nor Bordelon.
Yeah, I'm just getting killed.
Yeah, Bordelon would definitely get fucking raped and murdered in like a week.
You know what?
All the terrible
This
ideas he's given.
You know what? This is very true. For example, in Texas and parts of SoCal, black
Mhm.
folk and Mexican folk, they hate each other. We just hate each other for some reason in those parts of the
I wouldn't
country.
say it's that we hate each other. I think it's because, all right, let me tell you from a Mexican who knows other Mexican racists.
Mhm.
They feel that black people exaggerate their own problems, and then feel like they're the only ones with their own problems. Whereas Mexicans have the exact same problems, but we don't make a big fuss out of it.
I have heard that.
That's what Mexicans think. They just feel like the blacks.
The blacks,
The blacks.
nice,
The
nice.
blacks, they just feel
But the second
like
I
black
say that shit,
people.
I'm getting kicked off the show.
They feel like the blacks don't recognize that Mexicans have the same exact problems as them, and it's a bit annoying when we see like all the protests and like
Like,
riots and shit.
for
And
example,
they're
when my
like, "What
dad
about
came,
us?"
when my dad came to Oregon, um, a lot of his friends that he grew up with in Texas, they'd come up here for like school and whatnot. He
Mhm.
came up here. He was so surprised to see all his black friends like low key just chopping it up with Latinos.
Mhm.
He's like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, what is this?" And they're like, "What you mean? Like like this is completely normal."
Yeah, I mean, there's also just like
Like,
regular racism where just Mexicans don't trust other races.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm about to say. Black folk up here where I live, black folk and Latinos really get down with each other. It's kind
Yeah,
of like
yeah,
there's kind of like a brotherly thing, and then in other places they treat it like they're worlds apart.
yeah. I mean, in my hometown, we're all pretty chill. Uh, all the black guys hang out with all the Mexicans and the Asians. There's a lot of Asians in my hometown too. A lot of Vietnamese, a lot of Viets out here
Vietnamese.
making
God,
some damn
I
pho.
there's a guy. I fucking love this guy. He's insane Vietnamese dude.
Yeah,
He is cool as fuck, and you guys honestly would love him because he has said the weirdest shit. You can't even tell if it's true. It's just entertaining to hear, especially when he says it.
does he know how to make pho?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
No, does he know how to make pho?
I think so. I know when me and
Good.
several of friends went to his house and his family served it to us, so I think he might know how to make it.
Dude, pho is so good, man.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
bro, pho. I've never had pho. Looks good as hell.
Oh my, it's
I want to so
amazing,
bad.
dude.
You know
It's
what's crazy?
amazing. I have not
I
had a bad
actually there
pho.
was actually a Vietnamese girl I wanted to go out with whose name was Pho.
Did you fuck her?
Stupid ass. No.
I fucking love pho, dude. Remember me and Emma?
Imagine getting it with a girl that is the name of a food.
Me and Emma used to work together, and we used to, like, it was like raining like one week, like raining every day, and we went out during our lunch to go eat some pho, and it was delicious.
You're like, I love to eat pho. They're like, oh yeah, I love pho too. Like,
So-
no, wait. I'm like, you ate pho too? Like, calls up, bitch, why you cheating on me?
Yeah, one of my old friends was
Yo,
like,
me.
one of my old friends
Why?
was like, I asked him, it's like, you want some pho, dude? And he's like, fuck no.
So stupid. Fuck no.
Yeah. So that's. I don't think there's really any racism in my hometown, to be honest with you.
We had a
Have y'all ever
godlike guy
had
at
cold
boot camp.
noodles?
Cold
Huh?
noodles? No.
Mm-hmm. It's like
Yes.
I think some people. I think depending on where you are in Vietnam, pho you can they'll serve it to you cold. Like they'll wash the noodles after they're done cooking in ice water, cool them off. Like it's like a very like hot day thing. I want to try it so bad.
Have you guys had hot sake? Or sake?
I've had. I've taken a sip of sake when I was because I was curious when I was making a teriyaki sauce.
Was
It
it hot?
smells like nail polish remover.
Was it hot?
No, it was cold.
What about you, Bordelon? Have you had hot sake?
No. Anytime I eat something that's
It's
different than the
fucking
expected temperature, I get immediately uncomfortable.
Dude, it's disgusting. I almost threw up the first time I had hot sake. And I had to sit through 2 bottles because me and my sister went to get sushi, and she was like, "Can we get some hot sake?"
And I said, "You're fucking insane!"
and yeah, the first time
Then I
sipped
grabbed her
it-
by the hair and threw her around the room.
yeah, I kind
It
of grabbed
smells-
the back of her head and slammed it on the table like Batman did to Joker.
Sake tastes like
Fuck!
sake smells like nail polish remover and then tastes like how it smells. It's not good
It's
to me.
rice.
I know it's rice.
Yeah, I don't really like sake, to be honest with you. I mean, I've had some that were pretty good, but most of them have been shit.
When you cook it down for a sauce, it adds so much. It just adds something to sauces though, so that's why I like it.
I like vodka. That's probably the only drink that I like, alcohol that I like to drink,
A lot of drinks.
because vodka tastes like straight up just alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, and it has 0 taste. So I could drink like 4 shots in a row without a chaser, and I'm fine. What about you, Borlon? What's your alcohol of choice?
Well, I can tell you what I had last night.
What you have?
I had a Jaeger bomb, and then I had a pint of Michelob Ultra, and then I finished it with. I wanted a Pendleton, but I ended up having a Long Island iced tea.
At a bar, right?
Yes,
Just alone by yourself?
yes, I always do.
That's so sad.
It's all the time.
You're such a sad man, Bordelon.
Yep.
Have you considered becoming a gay
Making
porn
friends.
star? No, become a
What?
gay porn star
That's not
and make friends through that.
I don't see the resolution.
You get paid more than in the military.
True, I'm already getting fucked.
Big brain. Why sell that body to the military when you could sell it for yourself?
When I
He
when
wants
I
to
can
fuck
sell
you.
it to some guy named Mike who's gonna tear me apart.
Yeah, or you could just do like some weird, like, you know, like you fuck fat women or something cool.
Just close your eyes.
You guys ever known someone that's like, I love big women? Something like that.
Yeah.
Low
He
key,
actually
I
ended
kind
up
of
being
like big women
gay.
too.
I'm talking like obese though.
Oh, no.
Like 300-pound beautiful goddess. What do you think about that, Argus?
No, I like your talking. No, I think all women are great. But I do have my limits.
What would be your weight limit? 300 pounds?
I have trouble visualizing 300 pounds, so I
300
don't know.
pounds on like a 4'6" woman is quite a bit.
Oh, good lord, no. Like, but girls that got a little bit of weight on them doesn't hurt me. I don't care.
I'd say the biggest problem with weight for me is that if they're bigger than me, or I'm a big dude, I weigh 230 right now. And if you're like half my size and you weigh more than me, it's a bit troublesome because like
How tall are
that's
you?
dangerous. I'm 5'9".
Oh, what? That's tough.
No, that's not that short.
Everybody's taller than you, bro.
By how much, bro?
I'm
Why not
The
5'11".
tallest
much?
man I know was like six fucking 3.
I'm 6 foot.
Make no difference to me. Yeah, Imagine you're 6 feet, right? How much do you weigh, dude?
A decent bit.
How much do you weigh? Just tell me, man.
Like, last time I checked, I was 300.
Okay, so you're 300, right? Imagine a beautiful goddess woman that was
Beautiful God, he won't stop
fucking-
saying it.
She's like 5'6".
Beautiful goddess.
Imagine a 5'6" beautiful goddess, and she weighs 315.
Are you trying to tell us you like big
Would
women
that
by
not
like
trouble
trying
you?
to get us to like them too? Like,
Bro, you keep saying beautiful goddess. I'm like, does that trouble you? I'm like, does it trouble you?
I'm just saying it
It
would be
doesn't
trouble.
sound like it.
big.
It would make me worried because like, oh, is this like a weird mental thing, where like they just
You say
overeat
big
all
or
the time?
larger, we don't care. I'd fuck them.
Okay, Bordelon. Bordelon weighs like
Pussy's pussy, bro.
like 20 pounds and is like 40 feet tall, right?
He's not a, he's just muscle, pure muscle.
No. He's what the fuck? No, he's not.
I don't know. I've never seen the motherfucker.
It's honestly shocking that he's in the Marines, quite
I
frankly.
I
Thank
have
you.
seen the motherfucker. We're in the
Thank
same.
you.
We're in the same building today.
No.
I've never seen. You look like what dudes look like
You
at
know
the
how many
beginning of boot
boomers
camp.
will say that shit to me?
You look like the first,
You don't
like
look
you're.
like you should be in the Marine Corps. I have a friend. He's actually Marine Force Recon. He's Special Ops. He's buff as fuck. You're not.
Borderline.
Why are you in the Marine Corps?
Borderline. You
What?
look like like you just showed up to boot camp. Like that was your first day. That's what you look like, dude.
Thank you.
You look like that's your first day at boot camp.
You're saying I'm young.
No, I'm saying that you're scrawny. But anyways,
I'm saying you're a bitch.
yeah, I guess it's more difficult for Bordelon because he's not as big as us gentlemen. So you know,
Yeah,
what
Bordelon
is
is
yours?
bitch sized. That's what you're trying to say here.
No, I'm saying that you're skinny. So if you say, oh, a woman can't be bigger than me, then you pretty much cut half the population out.
I literally just said I would be willing. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, what would be your limit though? Biggest
My
woman,
limit?
Yeah, biggest woman that you would be willing to kiss on the cheek.
Okay, if she walks from one room to another and is heavily breathing, I have to leave and tell her, hey, this is the fitness plan one of my buddies has.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, "What can you do, bitch?" And she picks you up and splits you in half.
Why do you do that? I mean, that's a dumb question. I guess
Look, I would be willing to have sex with a whole. It's just I'm afraid that if I have sex with somebody that's already having health problems, then I'm liable if something happens to them.
Exactly.
How are you liable?
You have to be there, dude. You
Because
can't
it's
just
like I
leave.
did something to her and I didn't take precautions.
Oh, you poked.
Bro.
Oh, you poked her with your big
Bro, if
needle
you-
dick, right?
Bro, if she suffered cardiac arrest because she was overweight, they're not gonna look at you and say, "What the fuck did you do?" They're gonna say, "I'm sorry, she had cardiac issues because of her weight." No one's gonna blame you.
So I fucked her.
So the problem with I get
What
I
if
get
she's
what
like
he
a
means, Argus.
320-pound power lift?
I know what he means, Argus. He means because he has a big, long, fucking scrawny little penis that like
Just stab her to death.
He said this to me the other
it
day.
does like it's like a penis that could do microbiology. It's like that type of penis, like that long needle dick.
You guys all fucking like weather.
He said this shit to me the other day, saying I'm dissecting her from the inside out.
Gross.
His penis looks like a needle going to a cell. That's what it looks like.
So, but you never, Bordelon, what if she's like 320-pound power lifter? You gonna say that?
Oh, if she's muscle?
That's way
Like
different.
320 power lifter.
Dude,
I
she
don't know
looks
how
like
much
a
is
gorilla,
muscle.
bro. That's like a
That
gorilla
sounds fun.
strength.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, like she picks you up and like twirls you over her head. Like,
Oh my god, that sounds actually really fun. I want to have sex with you so bad.
She's
Make
like-
it look like I'm flying to the bedroom.
Yeah, her name is Olga.
you're like, pick me up, throw me on the ceiling. I want you to fuck me on the ceiling.
Her name is Olga. She's a Russian.
Oh,
and
never mind.
she has like huge fucking
No,
arms.
Russian. No Russians. No, nobody from
Why no Russian?
nobody from the Mediterranean. Nobody from Eastern Europe. No.
Russian?
Yeah, it's that you
Russians,
just said that.
Honestly,
Russians
some
are hot
massive
as hell.
powerlifting Russian woman would be so sexy. Not gonna lie.
No, it's okay. So it's like a buff Russian woman. It's basically her personality is just I drink God's piss so it gets bigger and like if but to like have sex with an average stereotypical woman, then she is Russian. It's like okay, this is
All right,
doable.
what about this?
Can
What
you
if
send
it's like
can you
that
send
girl?
muscle.mp4 in the memes chat again real quick?
Which what?
Muscle.mp4
Oh,
just
yeah,
for
yeah,
as a
yeah,
frame
yeah.
of reference for Bordelon.
It's that big muscly lady. Remember
Yep,
her?
yep. Can you send it in the disc in there one more time just for reference?
Yeah, so like this big muscly lady, like she wants to have sex with you, dude.
Me?
Yes, I would show this. I would absolutely show this on in an edit,
I mean-
but I think that would go down.
No, that gets you in a lot of trouble.
Muscly ladies, dude.
She's able to flex her tits.
I will annihilate you. I will crush you.
That woman's fucking hilarious.
Like,
Yeah,
what if it's that? Like, what if it's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd fuck?
Oh, I
Yeah.
would too.
I would too, honestly.
Yeah.
But
That
Yeah,
was
well,
hot. That was hot.
how would you
that's
even the
just pure
playing field?
estrogen and testosterone.
I'd have a
At
gun
the
in,
same
up my
time.
ass just in case things get a little too hairy.
In,
Gun up my ass.
in case her fist gets a little too close.
Yeah, in case she starts getting ahead of herself, starts trying to hurt me. I'll be like, oh, whoa, bitch, back it up.
No, I
Pulls
want
a
you to
gun
feel
out-
what I'm feeling.
I'm standing my ground.
Start
pulls
Standing
a
my
gun
ground
out from
right now.
between his fucking ass cheeks. Hold on, bitch.
Start trying to fist your asshole.
I pull it out of my ass and point it at her head. I'm like, all right, bitch, get off me.
All right, no. I said the safe word 5 times. You didn't listen.
You're too aggressive.
You need to calm down.
You're being mean. You're being mean.
Yeah. I'm sure. I wonder if that's how women feel all the time when we lay on top of them.
Nah, their first thought is, God, I wish he'd stop breathing.
Yeah, they're like, fuck, oh God, Jesus Christ, what have I done?
He's inside.
And then they're like, why does he even have a strap on? Because they're fucking me in the ass.
Why is he fingering his own ass? Why?
Oh my god.
I could do it.
Yeah, when we lay down and then they bang our buttholes apart.
Ew.
I asked people if they would be okay with a peg.
You wanna know what the conversation was for me
What?
when I was at Marine drill with other Marines? In fact, not just other Marines, the bulkier, stronger, buffer Marines. You know what the
Mhm.
conversation was with them?
What?
Bro, have you ever had a girl Amazonian fuck you? Shit's
Oh
tight
my
as
lord.
Oh, I know what that is.
Shit's tight as fuck.
That's the shit they were saying. You can't tell me I look like a bitch going into boot camp. No, these are guys saying they love getting like tossed.
Amazon.
Hey,
Do you know
man,
what
they're just-
Amazon
that's just
getting
called
Amazon
being
fucked is,
strong.
bro? Have you seen it,
Yes.
Bordelon? It's
Yeah,
fucking
yes.
insane, bro.
Yeah.
Must be
Hey,
an
Bordelon,
experience.
do you think that being Amazon fucked is gay or like bitchy? That ain't bitchy, dude. That's a strong man.
Mhm.
That's a
No,
strong
it's a
man
vulner-
accepting what he
That's
likes.
a vulnerable man.
That's a strong, vulnerable man.
At the end of the day, he's still the one fucking her. If we
no,
think
she
about
fucked him. That's no, she
that's
fucked
not
him.
what's not that. That's not exactly what happened.
Yeah, she fucked him.
it.
Yeah, she
Maybe
like
so.
ripped his legs off.
Ripped his legs off.
Turned him into a fuck nugget.
Yeah, she like he broke his hips. She broke his hips. Yeah, she fuck nuggified him.
Fuck nuggified.
Fuck nuggified. Oh my god.
Prepare to get fuck nuggified.
Fuck nuggets are the funniest thing still.
Fucking nugget.
You could
I
turn
love
fuck. You
that
can make
word.
fuck nuggets in Fallout.
Oh my ew.
But I think with that, fellas,
Yup,
it's
that's
all over.
it. Yup.
And in 30 minutes, I'm not gonna say it, but in 30 minutes, we're gonna have the op. So
But you just
get
said it.
no. I'm not gonna say it to everybody else. You guys, like I said, I need 4 people. That way I can focus on Zeus shit.
Yeah, they're not gonna understand that because this is coming out like in a week or two. Goodbye, everybody.